Shalom, everybody. It is WyCo Resiliency, and I'm the WyCo Nomad. Gotta get a drink. It's inbound. There is no way to avoid it. We have to accept that we are probably looking at one of the largest recessions that America has ever seen. It's coming. And whether you want to admit it or not, yes, Trump has a lot to do with it. Also, buckle up, shortages, empty shelves, probably worse than what we saw during Charlie Victor 19. And some of you might be like, how can you be saying this? Well, currently right now, we are in a trade war with China. At last count, we are at 145% tariff. Okay, this has created a trade war. China, in response, basically parked all their ships at sea. They're just parked. So I believe sometime this week will be the last of the goods that were heading into New York. So you have California, Houston, New York. China just stopped sending stuff. No stuff being sent, that means no goods. And some of you might be saying, yeah, that's the way. It's not how economies work. We actually have to have goods to buy. So if there's something that you think you need that comes from China that's kind of important, I don't know. Electronics, medications, might want to start paying serious attention to what's going on. And yes, I know the angle of the camera is a little different today. Okay? Deal with it. Studio's in a shambles. I'm packing. Now, without goods coming in, that is going to lead to empty store shelves. Hopefully you have your preps, and hopefully you have your preps that on a good note till October of 2025. And that's if somehow Trump and China come up with an agreement and China says, okay, we're going to reopen the factories and we're going to start sending stuff again. It's going to take them a while. It's going to take at least until October before those things actually hit the shelves. Prices are going to start going up. They are, folks. Greatest economy ever. Your eggs are down. I personally haven't really seen anything. My grocery bills keep going up, and I'm in essentially kind of rural Wyoming. It's not really rural, but it's like a rural city. It's Cheyenne's weird. So things are expensive. Paychecks aren't getting higher. Rent's going up. Insurance going up. Cost of goods going up. Lack of goods going up. Best economy ever. Was it any better under Biden? Not really. Is it any better under Trump? Not really. Now Trump wants to pick a fight with the chairman of the Fed. Oh, and by the way, Trump cannot have an executive order abolishing the IRS. That is going to take an act of Congress. Congress is not going to abolish the IRS. It's like asking you to abolish your paycheck. Wishful, hopeful thinking's breads and circuses. It's a distraction. Epstein list, distraction. Kennedy files, distraction. None of this really affects your bathwater. It doesn't. What affects your bathwater is the cost of goods. the ability to get goods. And hopefully you've been preparing for long enough that you have at least enough preps to get you by from now until, say, December. Because it's coming. And a recession, it's coming. There's no way to avoid this. The Fed is designed to create a balance between like credit and goods. The more demand something goes, the higher inflation. You lower demand, it's a back and forth. Okay? I'm not going to get into an economics training event here. But do you have a plan to handle a major recession? One worse than 2008. The 2008. That was bad. We looking at a depression coming up? I don't know. I'm not the great Karnak. But troubled waters are ahead. They just are. We cannot pretend that it's not. So I wish I had better news, but the best news I have is we will endure. We always do. We're resilient. We really are. As a people, we're resilient. Is there going to be is rule of law going to go away? No, it's really not. And I'm sorry, that's a little bit off. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Sorry. I digress. We still have rule of law. That's not going anywhere. It's not. So, put your... Well, that's not working. There we go. It's just... Sorry. I know. Stop playing with the camera. Rule of law. It'll be here. Summer of peace. That's our next topic. Well, recently, those that normally do those things started a ruckus at the University of Washington because of something they were upset about. Pretty much the Free Palestine bunch was there. University of Washington has no power to free Palestine, and neither does two elderly people walking. They don't have the ability to free Palestine. That is a UN issue. That is a United States government issue. That is a nation state of Israel issue. Why are you setting a college on fire and harassing elderly people? You're bothering the wrong people. Seriously, if you want to change things, if you want to free Palestine, the best course of action is possibly storm the Israeli consulate. That may help because you can show them how seriously you are, because most of you are military-aged individuals, which you could easily go to Palestine to help them free themselves. Yeah, you're not going to do it, but you should, because you want to free Palestine. Go help. Storm the White House. Storm Congress. Storm the UN. Seriously, if you want to change things, go to the people that have the power. I encourage you, if you are part of that group, that you want to make change, which I'm all for change. I'm all for that. Good for you. You want to make change. Don't stop people driving to work. Go to where the real change is. Go to the UN. Go to the United States government. Go to the Israeli consulate. Start burning down stuff there. I'm sure you'll get your point across. And I'm sure there's someone out there who's going to talk about, on January 6th. Yeah, a walking tour. January 6th is nothing compared to the amount of damage that the other group has done. Was January 6th a debacle? Yeah, it was stupid as hell. Plain and simple. Not a bright moment. But the rest of you, not a bright moment. But seriously, take it to where it matters. You want to fix the climate? Go to Congress, implore them. That's what they're there for. Susan driving to work isn't going to help. Matter of fact, you're going to piss them off and they really are not going to side with you. Just saying. All right. That was enough of a weird rant today, but it is a video up and I try to get something up every week. I am still working on some other topics and I'm trying to figure out some stuff to do while packing and getting things moved and dealing with allergies here. I also have, I'm reading scripture in a different channel. If you want to do that, punch over to that. Not a different channel, I'm sorry. It's on a different playlist. Pop over, listen to that. We are on Genesis 6. That one's fun. Get to talk about weird stuff in Genesis 6. So, but other than the weird stuff in Genesis 6, those of you that have read Genesis 6, you might know what I'm talking about. Most people are like, what? But that's okay. I was like, when I first read it, I was like, when I read it and understood, I was like, oh, what? You gotta be kidding. So, it's been a day. It really has. But with that, let's do our stuff. Help support the channel. Oh, sorry. Digression. Let's stop. Rewind. Pardon me. Sorry. A lot of you really like the ham radio FRS one that I did. One of you turned around and thought I had giant hands and I was a little tiny radio and I had giant, meat mitts. I am redoing that. I'm going to update it because I didn't realize how bad the microphone was. And now that I have the mic mini from DJI, I'm going to redo the FRS ham radio. I'm going to update that because that still to this day gets a lot of watches. So I'm going to redo that here maybe this coming weekend. Other than that, I might touch on some of the older videos and update them because things that were going on 4 or 5 years ago have completely changed. I've even changed my impression on a lot of things. I've grown as a self-reliant preparedness person. And I think some of those need to be updated with more smart things. But how can you help the show? You can help the show by liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, hit the bell, notifications, smoke signals, all that good stuff. Also, to the individual that told me I have to buy a new mic, I did buy a new mic. That video was several years old, but thank you for pointing that out because you made me realize that, so good to you. Those of you that think I need to have better this or better that, you know how you can help me get the better things? Buy Kofifi from Blackout Coffee Company, 20% off. Use the discount code WyCo20. Also, tariffs, shortages, Jace case, Jace Medical, get your antibiotics, get your year's worth of prescription drugs through Jace Medical. $10 off your order when you use the WyCo10 when you go to Jace case. Use the link in the description, all that good stuff. Also, guys, you need first aid kits. You want to have the best first aid kit made in America. Refuge Medical. Use the link. Seriously. That's their American families, small business. You are going to help American families pay their bills by purchasing life-saving equipment. And what do you get out of it? You get life-saving equipment, a first aid kit. And not only get the first aid kit, seriously, get training. Do their training. It's amazing. They have a Train the Trainer coming up. Unfortunately, with all my moving, I can't make it. I really wanted to go because I've done TCCC. I know TCCC. I want to know more. I want to know better. I want to find the holes in my knowledge, and I wanted to do that. But Dad told me, nope, you're moving. So I got to listen to Dad. And those of you that are wondering about me listening to my dad, I'm talking about Yahweh, Yahovah, Yah, Dad. He's told me what I need to do. I need to be obedient. Grindstone Ministries, help them help those that have lost everything. The links are in the description. Caleb House. You want to help to counter human trafficking? Caleb House. Click the link. Do what you can. We got to stop this. Y'all worried, I'm the Epstein list. I want to do the Epstein list. Cool. Hey, help donate to these people. Help raise the attention to these people that are doing good work. Caleb House. What was that? Epstein list. Cool. Rant and rave. Actually do something. You're not going to see the Epstein list. You want to counter human trafficking? Actually help those that are trying to actually do something in the counter human trafficking movement. Caleb House, plain and simple. They can always use your prayers. And I will say the thing that Pastor Bear always says, only if the Spirit moves you, donate. Do not go against the Spirit. Okay, I have to keep that in mind because I have to keep important with that. But Caleb House, donate if the Spirit moves you. Pray, good words, share to someone, tell someone about it that that's being moved by the Spirit to donate. Share that. It's like, oh, hey, you want to do this? I know this. Do it. Caleb House. Okay. With that, I'm the WyCo Nomad. This is WyCo Resiliency. As always, watch your six. Shalom, shalom, all.